Hey, girlfriend. What's up? Happy Friday. Oh, I'm so happy it's Friday. If you're wondering why I'm wearing this, it's because I am literally currently deep conditioning my hair. Well, actually, no, I'm not deep conditioning it. I'm pre-pooing it right now. My voice is completely gone. I don't know if it's coming across on camera. I hope not. But likely probably. And that's because I caught a cold. Like there's something going around, and unfortunately I did catch it. So I'm gonna wait a little bit, see who comes through to talk about dyed natural hair. We talked about like straight and natural hair before last week, and that was a really fun conversation. It was really interesting to see people's perspectives and to see how people felt about heat stretch natural hair. But I'm really interested to see how people feel about dyed natural hair, because it's interesting. Like there's a lot of different, the way people feel, thoughts around it, that kind of a thing. So if you're in the chat, definitely let me know. Hi, Mary. Hey, thank you so much for coming. Yeah, I'm so happy it's the weekend. I've got a jam-packed weekend, as per usual. It was a little bit more of a quieter Friday. Still a lot going on, nevertheless. Like there's always a lot going on. But yeah, my voice is completely gone. I hope it will come back. And I hope you can bear with this. Like it's a little raspy. And my voice isn't usually raspy, but the show must go on. I'm gonna try, and I'm drinking some tea right now, so hopefully that this is gonna make a difference. Amina Rasul, hey, am I late? No, not at all, girlfriend. You are 100% on time. Thank you so much for joining. To the replay crew, hey, replay gang, gang, gang. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for, just supporting Find Natural Hair Rocks. This show wouldn't be around. Believe it or not, this is like the 7th or 8th year that Find Natural Hair Rocks has been in existence, not on YouTube. On YouTube, I've been here doing Find Natural Hair Rocks, I want to say since about 2017, but I didn't start going hardcore on it and really making a lot of videos until, when was it? Like maybe like 2020, like when the pandemic hit, especially. And so because, Find Natural Hair Rocks grew so quickly, I was like, yeah, we got to definitely keep on going. You don't want to, stop while it's hot, and it's really helping a lot of people. So for that reason, I'm still here. Love Yourself says, hope you feel better. Yeah, thank you so much. You know what? It sounds a lot worse than it actually is. I'm just a little bit like low energy kind of thing. It was a lot worse yesterday. It was like a sore throat. It's not COVID, so that's nice. Although, with the whole, like, I did get vaccinated 3 times, actually, maybe 4, and the booster too. No, 3. So yeah, like, it's, even if it is COVID, like the whole point of a vaccination should be to ward off, or yeah, ward off like serious illness. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm definitely still trucking along. Who's in the chat? I know Mary's here. Amina's here. I see there's some others. If you're comfortable saying hello, by all means, I'd love to connect with you. And if not, that's okay too. For me, dyed natural hair, the title of this video is a little bit misleading, but not purposefully so, because there were actually some girlfriends who felt that dyed natural hair is not actually natural. And so when I asked the question about, when did I ask the question? I think I asked the question sometime last week, whether or not people felt that natural hair in its dyed state is still natural. Majority of the girlfriend crew said yes, but there were still some girlfriends who said no. So that was really interesting, because I honestly thought that we would have pretty much larger split. So to be specific, there were 223 votes. 79% said absolutely dyed natural hair is still considered natural, and 21% said no, not at all. So for me, I think that what really makes the difference is who's answering the question, right? Like for women who are, not part of the Black race, they don't identify as peoples of African descent. For those people, I think going natural and the coloring of it makes a difference, right? Because when it comes down to texturizing hair and changing the texture of one's hair, that's something that, typically speaking, only peoples of African descent do. Only Black people really, have chemicals that are, used to relax the hair. Now, of course, there are outliers. There are people who are of mixed race. There are people who are of, they've got curlier hair. Maybe they're not necessarily of African descent, but they're more of like Asian descent. There are people who do use relaxers and don't necessarily identify as Black, but nevertheless, I really think that when we're talking about, going natural, it really begs the question, like, what is defined as natural? Ooh, I see there's so many people in the chat. Hi, Patricia. Hey, Kathy. Love Yourself says, I just dyed my hair Black today. I feel I'm still natural. You 100% are. Like, in my view, I really feel like you're still natural. I mean, for color and me, that's something that I've never done in my life. I want to color my hair at some point because it'd be cool to see what it looks like in its, natural state. So the texture that I have that grows naturally out of my scalp, but with a new color. Patricia says still at work though. Oh, thank you so much for joining despite, still being at work. I really appreciate that. Charnel says, hi Lavinia, I made it too. Hi Charnel. Nadoom. Oh my goodness, look at us. And Coily Code. This is fantastic. Hello, hello, hello. For those of you guys who just popped on, my voice is a little bit gone. I'm just getting over a bit of a cold. So if you do see me go mute for a bit just to, cough, whatever, I don't want to like burst anybody's eardrums out here. That's the reason why. But yeah, like I'm interested to hear your thoughts though. Like, what are you thinking? Like, if you are naturally the color that you were born with, grows out of your scalp, and you decide to color it, are you still natural? So I really think that it's a really interesting discussion. Now, in terms of Find Natural Hair Rocks, I'm still posting videos. Monday's still another vlog. So if you've been interested and loving the vlogs from the cruise, more of that is coming. It was a 7-day cruise. We're only on day 4. I'm going to go ahead and drop the playlist into the chat if you want to have a look at it. It's a little bit different than the rocks, but it's really fun because it's like, if you are somebody who likes to travel or vicariously travel, there it is. So I dropped that into the chat. Hey, Bell and Bloom. What's up, Gigi? Thank you so much for passing through. I really appreciate it. Quilly Code says the term natural has so many nuances. How do we define natural? Exactly. So I feel, here on Find Natural Hair Rocks, my definition of natural is minus any, texture changing chemicals. So relaxers, texturizers, there was the formaldehyde treatment. At one point, there was the cherry LaLa treatment. Those treatments, to me, if they're altering in a permanent way and you can't just wash it out and get your curl pattern back after the next wash, then to me, that would mean that you're no longer natural. I don't think the same applies to colored hair. Of course, colored hair requires a different set of treatment, and you have to do a little bit. You have to change your regimen a bit to accommodate the fact that you want to maintain the color for as long as possible. But I don't think that that changes one from being natural. Patricia says, and 076 says hi. Hey, what's up? So thank you so much for joining, you guys. I really do appreciate that. In terms of like topics coming up next in the community tab, we were also talking about, what do you want to see on Find Natural Hair Rocks, right? Like, why do you come to Find Natural Hair Rocks and exactly are you looking for? And so I'm actually in the process of, filming and creating new content. And I really appreciate those of you for, kind of jumping in on that commentary on that comment box. Post. So Mimi Asai says wig recommendations for when we feel like switching it up, synthetic or not, that mimic our type 4 fine strands that are medium or low density. The full density wigs can read too fake. They look great on others, just not for me. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, whenever I'm wearing a wig, even if the wig is like super natural, but it's like really, really big and the density is massive and is super thick, it might look natural to the naked eye or to someone who doesn't know my hair, but for me, it feels really fake just because, I mean, it is fake as a wig, but it feels even more fake because it's just not my hair's never going to look like that, right? And so I find that even with that, it makes the transition, like if you're wearing a wig that's not necessarily, Find Natural Hair friendly, right? it makes the transition back from wearing the wig to wearing your natural hair all the more difficult once you get into like a professional setting or wherever, right? So like for me, like I work in an office setting, I want to be able to flip flop between the wig and, maybe people don't necessarily know it's a wig. I know it's a wig because I'm out here trying to protect my hair, but people might not necessarily know. And if you know, you know. But if the wig is like super thick and then I transition to my real hair and the density is clearly different, it makes a difference. So I get that question. Six girlfriends absolutely wanted to see a video about that. There are wigs that I lean into, and then there are wigs that I just won't do. And there are mechanisms to definitely go ahead and thin out the wigs that are looking a little bit too thick. So I've played around with synthetic wigs, I've played around with human hair wigs, and it's been so fantastic. My favorite of the moment is, those headband wigs that became popular over the pandemic. Yeah, those are really great to just slap on. Do your thing. I've been known to like deep condition and pre-poo under it because, girl, like we gotta be super we need to keep it going. We need to definitely be on point as it relates to productivity. Like we don't have time to waste. So I'm definitely the one who'd be like, nobody would ever know, but I'm over here double dutying it. I see that Coily Code says you can say it's not your natural hair color, but it's still your natural hair. Yeah, I agree with that too, Coily Code. Like I feel like, like why would that change it? And I'm really interested to know why 21% of us felt that way. I'm gonna go ahead and just close the blinds because it's looking a little bit strange right now. So one moment, um, if you'll bear with me. There we go. There we go. That's much better. So yeah, I feel like the natural hair color thing, like it doesn't necessarily change exactly how your texture is, right? Like it's the color that has changed, it's not the texture. So like why would I just, for me, 21% is a lot of people. So I don't know why 21% felt that way. I hope that there's somebody from the 21% in here to explain that logic and to explain that perspective. And it's a safe place. Like if you do feel differently than what I'm saying and what the majority of the girlfriend crew is saying, by all means still share that. Like you don't need to feel like you need to, kind of lean into like what the majority is saying. Like I genuinely want to know why some people believe that dyed natural hair is not necessarily the hair is no longer natural, right? um PSR 076 says, "Are people saying dyeing makes people not natural?" Yeah, yeah. So, for those of you who just jumped in, apologies for the repetition. For those of you who were here, about a week ago, we did have a poll in the community tab. There's polls and information and pictures and all kinds of fun stuff in the community tab on a daily basis. But about a week ago, we had a question in there, and the question was, is dyed natural hair considered natural? Is it still natural? And I put the question out there expecting everybody to be like 100% yes, right? And it was really shocking because 79% said yes, like I expected, but then 21% said no. So it's just like, I don't know who those 21% are. Like, I'm hoping that we can connect and have that conversation because that's a really interesting perspective to me. Particularly since like I have every intention to go to change my hair color at some point. Maybe not right now, but like certainly when I reach my hair length goals, I have intentions to go ahead and, change up the color. Does that mean I'm no longer natural? Like, I don't think so. So, or it could have just been trolls too. Like, who knows? Who knows? I mean, YouTube be YouTubing, right? Nadoom says, I guess so. I don't think hair color means you're not natural. Yeah, the majority of us are feeling that way for sure. Bella and Bloom says, I think it still counts as having natural hair. 100%. And shout outs to Bella and Bloom, Gigi. Another fine natural hair on YouTube. Just finished adding color to her hair, dyeing her hair, and her hair is gorgeous. The curls are still popping. The natural hair is still natural hairing. Like, I really don't see how that changes anything, Now, if you get a relaxer or a texturizer, yeah, you're no longer natural, right? But anything color, like I'm not feeling it. I'm not seeing it. Coily Code says the point of the natural hair movement primarily focused on reducing the use of relaxers and empowering Black women to care for the textured hair. Yes, exactly. And so to me, caring for the natural hair and part of the movement, and what I saw in the movement too, was people embracing their curls in different colors. So there's this one picture and it went viral. And it was like three curly haired ladies and they all had different hair colors. And I think the campaign was for like some major blog at the time. Maybe it was like natural black long girl hair or something like that, or long hair, whatever. It was a really popular photo. If you remember it, If I'm describing it in a way that is jogging your memory, let me know. But that picture went viral, and it was being marketed as natural hair. And I do remember actually that there was some commentary on YouTube at the time where this idea kind of started cropping up. And for the most part, I remember like it was an actual debate. Like people were like, some were like, yeah, you're not natural. Others were like, yes, you are. So it's an interesting thing. It really is. And it's like, it kind of begs the question too, like, why are some of us kind of gatekeeping what's natural hair, right? Like at the end of the day, like Black women wearing their hair in its own natural textured glory is where the natural hair question stops for me. Like, is if your are your curls your curls? Yes, okay, you're natural. You know. So, whether is it gonna be your curls after you wash your hair? Yes, okay, you're natural. You know, that's kind of like my take on that. Um, Patricia Jenkins. I only put a rinse in my hair. That's definitely still natural. Yeah. Curly code. Maybe the folks who said dyed hair isn't natural have used chemicals as the game changer. I think so. Or maybe they're adopting a definition of natural hair that's more in alignment with like Eurocentric ideals. So like I know in outside of like the Afrocentric community, natural hair like I don't really see people necessarily straightening their hair, or actually they do relax their hair too and they do change it too. Anyways, I feel like there like that is more the definition. So is your hair the natural hair color? Is your hair the natural texture? If it's not the natural hair color, it's not the natural texture, then it's not natural. And that's the Eurocentric ideal. But I don't really see how that applies to the Black community, and maybe I'm wrong there because it's like, why shouldn't it apply? But I think it doesn't apply because of what Coily Code said, which is that, we're really focusing on empowering Black women to care for their textured hair. Because, like, let's bring it all the way back before the natural hair movement was like really popular and was moving where it's moving. We it wasn't celebrated, right? Like if you saw a girl on, television, I'm thinking Girlfriends, and she had like type 4 hair, 4B, 4C, 4A, whatever. She wasn't rocking her curls. Like she was rocking a weave or she was rocking some relaxer, whatevs, right? And so I feel like the fact that there was such a lack of representation of Black beauty at that time really drove the natural hair movement to where it is. And I really don't think that the color thing was a part of that, because like, then does that mean that we're excluding people with like the short crop do that might have some blonde highlights on it? Are we excluding people who, might have thrown some maybe like tips or something or like highlights? Like it just, to me, it doesn't make sense, right? Bellum boom. Yes, thanks, Lavinia. Still rocking my fine hair, even with color, sorry. Glad I had healthy practices and techniques beforehand to take care of my color treated curls. Yes, no problem, Gigi. You know what? You absolutely have built that foundation, and that's the most important part. Like, I feel like, if you have a good foundation, such as yourself, Gigi, and you're able to take care of your hair before you added the color onto it, it's going to be that much more beautiful, and you're going to maintain the longevity of that beauty because you built up those foundations. So I'm really excited for one day when I decide to take the leap. I don't know. To do something like that. Right now, still trying to get to waist length hair or mid back length. Waist length is a little long and sounds like a lot of work, but mid back length is maybe a little bit more realistic for this year. Waist length would be really cool, though, I think. Nadoom says, Black girl long hair used to be a blog. Now it's a marketplace for wit brothers. Yes, I remember that. And I used to get so much amazing information from Black girl long hair. Like, it was just a hub. And I remember when they turned like all of their blogs into like an ebook. And then like, I don't know, like it was a great hub. Like to me, there were a couple blogs and like communities that stood out, right? For natural hair. So Black girl long hair was one of them. What was another one? Folky, Fotki. That was like the old school, old school natural hair community. And then I feel like I'm forgetting one. Oh, there was like a membership one called Hairlista. Do you guys remember that? Or was it Hairlista? I think it was Hairlista. It was like a Ning network, and it was kind of like a Facebook for natural hair. Like, girlfriend, I found it all. Like, when I was going natural, I really didn't know anything. And so I needed all of the information I could get, at the height of the natural hair care movement. Coily Code, exactly. I saw dyed natural hairs early on in the natural hair revolution. No one questioned whether their hair was natural anymore. I think it's an elitist point of view at this point. Exactly. It really is. Because it's just like, why are we seeking to exclude? Like, we don't need to do that. There's enough exclusion outside of the natural hair community and the natural hair movement. We don't need to bring exclusivity into. Coily Code says long hair care forum, black hair media. I remember Hairlista. Yes. Oh my gosh. I love the way you remembered that. Yeah, those ones were huge. Nadoom says Afrobella, Urban Bush Babes, Motown Girl. Oh my gosh. Yes. Those are the grandmothers. Those are like the founding people of like the natural hair movement. And like, it's sad that like, those things don't really exist the way they used to before. Like, I think the proliferation of Instagram and social media really changed that. But it's really cool like where it came from, and it's really interesting too because it's like they just started cropping up with like the popularity of the internet, right? I remember just being in my dorm room and like thinking to myself like, I'm gonna cut off my relaxed hair. Like, it was like 2009, and I was like, I'm gonna cut off my relaxed hair, and I'm gonna grow it, and then when it grows, I'm gonna go ahead and perm it again. And yeah, that's never gonna happen. But it was Kimmy Tube. You know what? Kimmy Tube is a G. Like, she is so amazing. First of all, absolutely, Kimmy Tube is one of the people who, really kicked off the natural hair movement here on YouTube, especially, right? But secondly, she's got a really lovely hair care line called Love Naturals, I think. And I think it's still there. LUV Naturals, I think it's called. Yeah, it's still around. I'm just doing a quick um check on Google to see if it's still there. And apparently it's sold on Amazon as well. So yeah, like, she's actually a fine natural as well. Like, it's funny because she never really marketed herself as like having fine natural hair, but looking at a lot of the things that she was doing with her natural hair, it was clear, and the way her hair responded, it was clear that she did have a fine natural strand. PSR 076 says Curly Nikki. Curly Nikki. Oh my gosh. There's one I don't know if you guys know this one. She's Toronto based, and I think her name was Journey to Waist Length. She's still here on YouTube. I'm pretty sure she's still making natural hair videos as well. But I used to watch her too because I was like, I really want to make sure that I'm, learning as much as I possibly can learn about this. Or maybe it wasn't Journey to Waist Length, but it was really good. Afrobella is still blogging. Oh, love it. There's also naturallycurly.com. I think that one came about a little bit later in the game, though. I don't think naturalcurly.com was like a 2009 or 2010 blog. Who else was there that's still around now? Coily Code, I never would have guessed Kimmy had fine hair. That makes me proud. Yeah, right. The thing about Kimmy too, she was really, really regimented about her hair care. Like, she had it down to a science. I remember learning about like proper ingredients for your leave-in, like how to, low manipulation, like all of the things that I talk about here on Financial Hair Rocks and that have really been serving me well have come from like my understanding from people like Kimmy too. Because really, like, I remember the beginning of the journey, right? And if you were anything like me, you were doing this too, where you would see natural hair and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna try this. I'm gonna see if it works for me. She's got natural hair, I've got natural hair. I'm gonna try what she's doing. And then you would try to do it and it wouldn't work, right? That's exactly what happened to me. Because I wasn't taking into consideration the fact that like this person has a completely different density type. This person has not only a different curl, maybe it could be similar curl type, but like at the time, early in the natural hair care movement, there was a lot of emphasis on like, following somebody who had a similar hair type as you. Cause like there was the whole hair typing thing, at least from my perspective and my experience of it. It's like if you're a type 4A, then you want to look for other type 4A naturals. And like, it's funny because now we know that like curl patterns is actually one of like the least helpful metrics, right? Like it's helpful because you can understand like what hairstyles you can achieve. You can understand like what detangling methods might work the best for you. But in terms of like actual, product choices or even what else? Yeah, product choices, like hair care methods, like porosity, even like these things are really, really important. So it's just one piece of the puzzle. But I feel like in 2023, where we are right now, there's a greater understanding that like it does matter if you're fine stranded natural for the styles that you can achieve. It does matter if you've got low porosity hair, and you're following a regimen, or you're applying your products in a way that aren't necessarily conducive to like low porosity hair growth. Um, yeah, so I mean, it's really interesting stuff. I am glad that we were able to connect. I don't think very many of us who felt that dyed natural hair is natural decided to join. Just unpacking today's community community post, because you guys made me laugh today. So today's community post was, it's a poll, and it was, girlfriend, are you looking for new spring hair products but don't know where to start? Check out my top spring picks for fine natural hair. So that video is amazing. If you're looking for it, great. I'm laughing because literally, like, the majority of us were like, no, I'm not looking for no, no new hair products. And I get it. Like, girlfriend, like, I'm not really trying to buy anything new either. Like, I've got so many products that need to be used before they go bad. Um, I mean, granted, a lot of that is PR anyways, but nevertheless, like we are entering a stage where the economy is really like it's unpredictable, right? Like, and I know a lot of us in here, majority of us in here are very aware of our finances, are very aware of like how we spend our money. And so we gotta be responsible about that stuff. And I'm laughing because the coily code says, LOL, I definitely voted no. That's real talk. That is real talk, and I love you so much for that. Like, I'm not trying to buy anything new right now. I will talk about new products if a new product is sent my way. But am I gonna go out and purchase anything when all of that is there? No, no. So, what does that mean for Find Natural Hair Rocks? Because a lot of these YouTube channels, YouTube in general is about like talking about new product drops, right? And like that's how people stay relevant in these natural hair streets. There's a new hair product drop, you talk about it, it brings more people into the channel, and then it's good. My thing is this, right? Like I'm always here trying to bring you and the Curlfriend crew value, right? And that doesn't always mean you spending money. Like that means that the products you do have, the tools and resources you have right at your fingertips, how can we use that in a way that's most valuable and able to get you to the goals that you're trying to get to? So expect a lot more content related to that kind of stuff, like just like leveling up, striving to be more, be it your natural hair, be it your skin, whatevs, right? Like this is where we're moving because, as girlfriends here in these streets, we're trying to be fully successful from the top of our hair right through to the, depths of our souls. So this is the kind of movement that we're here on Financial Hair Rocks, trying to like achieve, right? TJ says, I have found a basic staple of products, but I am not afraid to try something new. Yeah, same here. While this economy is kind of like that, I mean, I'm going to try something new from my stash. But you know what? Like, product junkie to the bone at heart. I'm not gonna lie, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. So, girlfriend, if you see me out here buying something new, like just know that I had a weak moment because I'm not the strongest all the time. But I will tell you very publicly that the goal is to go through those products and then, try something else out if something new hits the fan and I really, really want to try it out. TJ says, I'm more into trying new hairstyles for my wash and goes more than products. Cool. Yeah, I'm more into trying hairstyles too. I have noticed that like wearing my hair in a stretched state is leaning to more length retention as opposed to like in its curly state just because the curls are so tight. But I do want to play around with like textured braid outs, maybe more stretch braid outs, like, and those are things that I'm definitely going to bring to you here on Find Natural Hair Rocks because if a butter is working for you, it's working for you. You can definitely achieve similar results using any other butter that you might have in your arsenal if that butter is responding well to your hair. Same with the curl cream, same with the leave-in. Like it really, what matters is how your products are dealing with your hair. And if you found your holy grails, you found what works the best for you, then really and truly is using those holy grails to apply to a hairstyle. So I'm happy to show that. I mean, a lot of my hairstyles are fails. But nevertheless, I will try that too. I will show you what's up and what's going on here on my end. Nadoon says, I got a shoe organizer full of products and don't even include all my DIY stuff. I'm good. Yeah, you know what I feel like happened to us? I feel like in the pandemic, we had nothing to do. We were literally just out here, spending money, getting packages, just trying to like survive in a happy state every single day. And if you're anything like me, receiving a package in the mail was exciting, right? Like I was loving, the little ding dong from the little, delivery person, get my package, unbox it. Which, speaking of that, like I do have some PR that I'm going to share with you. Sorry, Kara from LaLa Skin Essentials. But it was just so nice to like, have somebody bringing something cool and new, because that was the only new experience we were getting was like whatever you could find on the computer, and then the delivery person when we were stuck inside and inside stuck. So yeah, like I think we kind of had a little bit of fatigue, and that's why so many of us, 58% said they're not buying jack diddly squat. I was dying. I was like, I love the girlfriend crew. So real all the time. I freaking love it. Coily Code says you give tons of value, Lavinia. I love you and your channel. Oh, thank you so much, girlfriend. I love you too. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, it's so much joy to connect with you, to connect with the girlfriend crew, and to really just, figure out this thing called life. I mean, it starts with the hair, of course, but we talk about so much more too, I feel. Um, yeah, man, those weak moments, they're real. Like, I'm not out here being strong 24/7. Oh, you want to try new hairstyles too? Okay. All right. So I'm definitely going to make some videos about that. Right now, like I said earlier, I'm pre-pooing. And then following the pre-poo, I've decided to use my Rivera just to stretch it out and do a stretched braid out. So if you're interested in seeing what that might look like, then let me know. It probably won't drop for Monday because let's be real, I've got to edit it. And then there's a bunch of things on the back end that need to be done. But yeah, like I'm definitely all for trying new hairstyles from home too, right? Like there are so many styles that I love, like particularly the goddess locks, which girlfriend, like, whew, that was so scary taking that out. Like, oh my gosh, like we almost had a disaster up in here. Like it was really difficult to take out. Like I did at some point call my stylist and was like, hey, can you like take this out for me? Because I'm about to cut real hair out. Like I don't know how to get rid of it. And the thing is she wasn't able to do it because she was actually she just had surgery. Like she did a breast reduction. Not Zermarla, this is somebody else. And so I was stuck. I was like, either I keep the goddess locks in, which are like growing. And like at that point, I had like maybe this much of new growth. So it was like pulling my edges, right? So I was like, either I wait for her to heal up because I can't, in good faith, ask this poor lady to stand up and take out my goddess locks after she just had breast reduction surgery. Like that would be terrible, right? Like, no. So, I mean, I just had to, figure it out. So it took me the whole day. I literally took them out yesterday. I didn't film it and I'm kicking myself because I'm like, I should have filmed it. But just no, girlfriend, like I'm pre-pooing right now, but I'm like high key, not low key, high key stressed that when I go in the shower and I wash this out, it's not going to, like, the curls are not going to be as even as they were when I went in. I really don't think I cut anything off though. Like I was just a little scared because the ends were looking too clean. But then to that point, before I went into the style, I had a fresh trim too. So that makes sense why the ends were nice and clean. But oh, the Quali Code says, what's the pre-poo? Yeah, the pre-poo is the Negus Banda, the thickness and growth serum, I think it's called. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. It's really nice, actually. Like, here I am talking about products. So this is the last that was the last product that I purchased with my own money. They did not send me PR for it. Today was the first time that I'm trying it out. I did film it. So if you want to see the way the entire process went, more details than I'm able to provide in this video, then definitely let me know that and I will release it. It's an Ayurvedic fitness and growth pre-poo. So I'm really at this stage, if I am purchasing new products, I'm leaning into products that are going to, thicken up my natural hair, my fine strands, insofar as they can, right? Um, I'm just gonna drop it here. I don't know if that went through. There we go. Hi, Island Girl. Island Girl says I'm late. Just got in from running errands. I'm a product junkie, but don't need to buy anything else. Yeah. Island Girl, were you part of the Curlfriend crew who was like, I'm not buying no new spring products? In the community tab, I was dying. I mean, 42% said that they are interested in purchasing. So I don't know. I don't know if that's people just being nice or if that's people who are actually purchasing new products. Who knows? But I mean, it's really interesting. The majority of us are like, keeping my coins in my wallet where they like to be. Like, so Island Girl says, yes, I was there. So LaLa Skin Essentials. Um let's see what's in here. So LaLa Skin Essentials is my homegirl owns this company, and her name is Madeline, right here in Toronto. And this is skincare actually, and her skin is gorgeous. So I'm really excited to see what she gave me. So cute. So in the PR package, this is just a little note. It says, Dear Lavinia, hope you enjoy our products made with love. Enjoy, LaLa team. That's so cute. So if you want to check her out, if you're interested in some new skincare, that's lalaskinessentials.com. And you can check them out on Instagram as well. Oops, there we go. LaLa Skin Essentials. They're on Instagram and they're also on Facebook. So, really cute, just another personal touch. So, tips for healthy glowing skin: cleanse, tone, and moisturize your face every morning and night. You want to drink 6 glasses of water a day, eat fresh fruits and vegetables for clear skin, reduce coffee intake, and indulge in herbal teas instead. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, I don't really have skin issues, girlfriends, but like I did have a pimple the other day from where my dog decided to give me a kiss, or a lick, which I never allow. Like, I know there are some people out here who have dogs and pets and they let them lick them in their face, but that's not something I allow. And for good reason, because as soon as that happened, I ended up with a pimple. It's gone now, but I do drink a lot of herbal teas, and I think that's probably helpful for that. Ensure you're getting your 6 to 8 beauty hours of sleep. Yes. Have a spa day at home and pamper yourself, and also practice self care. So, yeah, that's really cute little touch. Let's see what's happening in the comments. Island Girl says, I like to try new things, but I have a closet full of stuff already. Yeah, you know what? I feel like that totally makes sense. Like, it really does. We're all out here trying to figure out, like, what's our holy grail? What works? And yeah, I think we've all gone through our product junkie era. Quilly Code, I seriously need help on drinking water. Why is that so hard for me? You know what? What is it? That's a good question, because like we eat things, we drink things, we lean into these habits that just happen naturally. Love Yourself is saying I need to drink more water too and less coffee. Coffee is such a drug. Oh my gosh, like it is the most addicting thing ever. And the worst part about it is like coffee is like normalized. Like it's like normal to drink a bunch of coffee to keep moving. But for drinking water, like I genuinely like water, and to that point I'm gonna have some right now. It's helping the whole voice situation, which I pray to God comes back tomorrow. Like this is ugly. But anyways, the water situation, try adding cucumbers or even like citrus, or like you can infuse it. Like, I love water. I love herbal teas with no sugar. I think that really makes the biggest difference in terms of like skincare. Island Girl says, Quilly Coat, it's hard for me because I have a sweet tooth. I love sugar. Like, even today, my husband bought this really nice, like, yesterday, he bought like a toffee cake. It's so good. Like, I love cake, like, especially cheesecake. Chef's kiss. Like, so good. Nadoom, I started adding orange slices to my water. When I'm finished, I get a snack. Oh, yeah. See, that can help, because, like, maybe it's the blandness of it, right? Quilly Code. Like, I'm thinking, like, because there's no taste, maybe, like, you just don't like that taste. I don't know. But I think that that makes a difference, you know? Yes, it's such a chore, which doesn't make sense because we need water for survival. Yeah. We do need water for survival. But I mean, yeah, don't be too hard on yourself. There are tons of people who don't like it. And like, even if you start with the herbal teas first, that can help. And then like just slowly like bring down the water content or the sugar content, sorry. She says, I pray your voice comes back too. Yes, I need this to come back. It is very hard to film like this. Like, it's just not cute. Fruit slices could be good too. There's another pamphlet in here from LaLa Skin Essentials. Very beautiful pamphlet and just like various different memorabilia from the company itself. So let's see what I got. Let's see what I got. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to try not to make anything fall out. So that's super cute. Thank you, Maddie. Madeline. LaLa Essential. So this is a mango papaya. Oop, there's a lot of light here. Sorry, guys. Mango papaya body oil. And this one says it revitalizes and hydrates skin. So I'm going to go ahead and open it and see if it actually smells like mango papaya. Island Girl, I'm on a weight loss journey, so I'm gradually cutting sugar out of my diet. I've had 30 soda-free days so far. Wow, that's huge. Good for you. That's massive. I'm on a weight loss journey too, girlfriends. I haven't talked about it a ton here on Find Natural Hair Rocks, but I am going to start talking about it more. Just because like I think it's the holistic approach, right? Like hair is important, yes, it's the first thing people see, but there's so much more to us than just that, right? I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off because it's like literally it's packed so well that it's not coming off at all, no matter how much I try. So yeah, it's I think the oil is really nice for like especially the colder months, which this could be good for to use. It's getting a bit warmer, so I might have to use a little bit less of it during the summertime, but this is what it looks like without the packaging. I like the green and yellow. The yellow color is nice. Let's see what it smells like. Your smell first. I'm so silly. Okay. Ooh, that smells good. Oh my gosh, that actually smells like mango and papaya. And I can still smell it like through the cold and everything. Like, oh my gosh, that smells really good. Oh, it's so nice. LaLa, a Skin Essentials, killing it, man. This one is the Radiant Glow Elixir, and it says brightness and revitalizes skin. So you want to apply a few drops onto freshly cleansed, toned skin and massage. What? Hold on. Apply a few drops onto freshly cleansed, toned skin. So I guess you're using like a toner first, and then you massage it in for better results. Okay. Okay, so that's this right here. Let's see what it smells like. Okay, so this one smells a little bit more like lemon. Ooh, but it smells like, honestly, between the 2%, this is delicious. Like so delicious. Yeah, you know what? 30 free soda free days. Like soda is so bad for skin just because of like the sugar content and like I'm a recovering soda addict myself. I used to love soda, and when I was loving soda, my skin, believe it or not, I had like a full face of pimples, a full face of blemishes. I was also a teenager at the time, so that probably the hormones and stuff like that probably impacted that. But if you are suffering from skin issues, your skin isn't as clear as you want it to be, the number one tip that I can give in this moment is to not pick it. Don't pick it, don't pop it, don't do anything like that. And it will really give your skin the best possible chance not to scar. Because if you've got darker skin, you pop it, it might be gone today, but then you get a mark and then the mark is like darkening because of the melanation and like just overpigmentation. So you want to be careful with that too. Just to finish off this unboxing. Oops. Where's the light? Uh-oh. Where can I go? I can't go anywhere. Oh, there, I can go here, I guess. A little. Okay, here's the mango papaya body butter. And let's see if it smells like the oil. Ooh, yes. Yes. I wish you could smell that. It smells so good. Okay, let's test out I don't want to get oily, so I'm not going to try the oils on camera, but I am going to go ahead and try the body butter. Ooh, it's very soft. wasn't expecting that. So the ingredients for this is 100%, it's 100% organic ingredients. It's got shea butter, coconut oil, jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, sweet almond oil, vitamin E, glycerin, and mango papaya. So I'm gonna go ahead and just try that. That is very nice. It moves on really. Ooh, I needed that. It's nice. Quickly code great advice. Thank you. I wish there was a digital way to small things. Me too. All this AI and technology, they need to fall off of that. Like, I mean, it's good. Like, I've been doing my research on like AI and stuff like that to see, like, you know, am I interested in using it and how could I use it? But it's kind of scary, you know? Coily Code says, is organic and natural the same thing? That's a very good question. I actually don't know. So when I think organic and natural, I do think the same thing as well. But I feel like organic is more related to like, you know, like chemical free, changes free, like there's hasn't been any changes to the actual ingredient. Whereas like natural could be like naturally sourced. So natural could refer to like the environment, natural could refer to, maybe the substance that was used initially and now it's a derivative. I think that that might be the difference. I think, right? But yeah, these products are really, really nice. So it's made in Canada. If you are interested in checking it out, I'm gonna go ahead and leave links at the bottom of the chat for you to go have a look, see at it. And yeah, like if you're interested in supporting a small Black-owned, women-owned business for your next skincare, then that'd be really nice. Oh, this butter is really nice. So usually sometimes you use a butter and like the butter just kind of like the oils sit on top. Like it does. I am seeing a little bit of oil, but like it's not sitting on top in like a everything I touch is like now oily type way, if that makes sense. Coily code, maybe that's what the natural hair elitists mean. Your hair isn't organic anymore once it's dyed. I mean, I've never heard of organic hair, but if there are people out here who are really interested in having organic hair, like that's a level of natural that I am not currently at, and I don't think I will ever be at. Coily code, you're hilarious. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Girlfriends, I've had such a blast with you today. Thank you so much. I'm still laughing at that. You're funny, Curly Code. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is like it's been so much fun talking about this particular subject. And also doing the unboxing live. Like I had a lot of fun with that. And it's nice to kind of, pay homage to a new company, a friend's company. And that's really, really cool. So I definitely feel like, we had a nice time together. I'm gonna go and give my voice a break. I'm gonna stop, killing your ears with this raspy crustiness because it ain't cute. It ain't cute. Hopefully, by the next live, this it better be cleared up. Actually, I was gonna say hopefully it'd be cleared up by then, but like we're gonna have a problem if this voice is still here a whole week later. Like, let's be real, that's ridiculous. Eileen Girl says, "I love your live, so uplifting. Thank you. I love the fact that you're here and that you're enjoying the lives." I am definitely going to keep them coming every single Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless there's a change to the schedule, which I will absolutely let you know in the emails or in the newsletter, rather. So if you're not signed up for that, definitely check the comment box down below. All that information is going to be there. But yeah, hi, Jazz. What's up? Got in here in time to say bye. Yes, 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 yes. If you're part of the replay gang, let me know in the comment section down below. Replay gang. I'd love to know who's watching the replays. Because every time I see people watching it, I'm always so surprised. Like I wish I could connect it with each and every one of you in real time. But it's such a display of love, and it's such an amazing thing that people are, that you are watching Find Natural Hair Rocks, the live streams, when it's no longer live, like the replay. Oh, one thing. So the last time that I was here, somebody said that they were listening to like calm music while they were doing their no, they were watching the live. I don't know who said it, but they were watching the live while they were doing their hair. It got me thinking that like, I like to listen to calm music or like, whatever's on my iPhone at the time, but it'd be nice a go-to list. And so I actually created a go-to list for the Curlfriend crew for your wash day or when you want to relax or anything like that. So it's actually 10 full hours of relaxing music. You can use it for whatever you want, but I've just listed it as like natural hair, wash day, self care, spa day, stress relief. It's kind of like the music that you would hear at the spa. Like if you're anything like me, you love the spa. I love the spa. So yeah, I dropped the link in the comments in the chat box, and I will drop it at the bottom of this video as well. But yeah, that's what I'm using to wash my hair to, just get in a state of zen so that I'm not like ripping curls out and like, losing patience and all that kind of stuff, especially if I feel like I have something somewhere to be, somewhere to go, or something else to do that doesn't involve my hair. I feel like this music really keeps that mood, that relaxed, chill mood alive. So yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna go and get some honey for this crusty voice. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for watching and chilling with me on this Friday afternoon. I know there's so much more you could be doing with your time, and you're still here, with my broken up voice and all like that. I honestly really love you. I am so grateful to you for being a part of Find Natural Hair Rocks. The next video is going to be day 4 of the vlog, just sharing that experience with you. I believe day 4 we were in Belize. So if you're interested in watching the vlog, you want to feel a vacation vibe with me, then definitely come through. Thank you so much. Have a blessed, beautiful, and amazing weekend with your family, your loved ones. Live it up. Make those memories. Live each day as if it was your last because no day is guaranteed, right? So, with that, I will see you on Monday in the vlog. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.